Okay. See if you can hear me. Hey, you guys. Thank you for liking. Can you hear me? Can't hear myself. Okay, I can hear myself now. Perfect. Cool. How's everybody doing? I'm super excited to be doing this. We have Nicole here doing mod. Thank you, Nicole. All right, so let's get started with this, you guys. Oh, okay. Azalea. So the first donation came in. So you guys, how this works is basically I'm giving free readings. So we're gonna, do some free ones. But if you guys wanted to like jump ahead or something, or if after the free reading you feel like you resonated with it a lot and you really kind of want to go in depth with a personal question, then go ahead and donate. Azalea just donated, so we're gonna start with her. And we're going to start with the donations. Okay, so if anyone at any time donates, we're going to start with them, of course. Thank you guys for liking. Yes, for the 10 card. Yes, exactly. So yes, thank you, Azalea. Go ahead and post your question or topic if you have one. If not, we can just look generally into your situation, into your life, past, present, future. Check out the description to get more information on how to, ask a question or like what kind of readings to get. What kind of readings I'm offering today. Okay, so we're going to start. Okay, so Amira, really quick, the yes or no questions. I don't like to do questions that are a yes or no, just because when we do a reading, we'll get a lot more information just by kind of asking generally about the situation, what we need to know, and things like that. And of course, specific questions, but a yes or a no, we can kind of figure that out by the reading, how it's going, and everyone has free will, of course, so anything can change at any time, but we can see definitely what's going on today, right now, right here, and come up with our own conclusion on whether or not that's a yes or no, really. Okay, you know what I mean? So in a way I do, but in a way I don't too. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Azalea. How does Alberth see me? Okay, how does Alberth see me? All right. How does Alberth see me? Maybe I should go on the other side, huh? See if that's any better for the light. You're not really going to see me shuffling tonight, you guys, okay? But you will see me walking back and forth. And you will see the cards up here on this board right here. So, okay, Alberth. Let's focus here. Alberth. Okay. Thank you, you guys, for donating. I appreciate it. And I'll definitely get to you guys right after this one, okay? All in order. Thank you guys so much. Okay, how does Alberth see Azalea here? Azalea. Okay, so first of all, we have the Fool. All right. So, the Fool here, Azalea. Oh, that lighting is not gonna work. Okay. Let's see if you could see it here. I haven't really tried setting up, so I don't know how this is gonna go, but we're gonna try it. Man, if I could just get that in better lighting. Here, let me turn this way. Malfunctions. All right. The Fool, right? So the Fool is basically, these cards are kind of colorful. The Fool is basically, he sees you, right? Albert. I feel like he sees you as almost someone who he can kind of get away from things with. You know, let's get a little bit more information, but I'm going to see, as far as right now, I just feel like you might be kind of, you know, an escape of sorts to him, like, you know, when he needs to get away or when he kind of needs a break from his everyday life or his mundane, you know, routine kind of life, and he wants to do something exciting. He feels like you can kind of provide that breath of fresh air that he'd be looking for at that time. And then the Two of Pentacles here. Okay, so again, I'm really not seeing you as the main priority in this person's life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like he really prioritizes you as, like, the most important thing. There could be other people, too, because with the Two of Pentacles, you know, we're talking about somebody who's kind of weighing their options, right? So, there's that. There's definitely that. And there's the full fact, too, that, you know, if you are just an escape, then it's, like, not a full-time thing. It's not a thing he's really taking seriously. It's kind of a thing where he's thinking of, like, what he needs out of it, you know? So, I mean, if your feelings are really regarded, I'm not sure, but it doesn't seem like you're the most important thing. Like, he might have other options as well. Let's see what else we can get from this, okay? And then I'm going to jump into the 10 card, because that's what I said I would do. That's what the reading is. So we'll do the relationship Celtic cross if you would like. Would you like to do that one? The relationship one? Or did you want to just, you know, me to do 10 cards? I mean, it's really up to you guys how you want to do it, but I'd love to do the 10 card spread if you guys would like. It's up to you. A few more here and then we'll go into the 10 card. Right on. Okay. Cool. So here's the Queen of Wands. So blurry, sucks. But I feel like you can't really go wrong with this one because the Queen of Wands she has what she needs, you know? And this could actually be talking about him too. Like, he has what he needs. Like, your guys' relationship, if any, would be something where you guys are both very, very independent and you kind of don't really need each other, you know? You don't need anyone else. And you can take care of yourselves, you know, without needing another person, which is actually a good thing. You know, I think that's a good thing that you guys both have that. But I see this more as a casual relationship rather than a serious one. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, 10 of Pentacles. It could be something actually that brings a lot of, I wouldn't say necessarily stability. In a way, it could be some type of stability, you know, because you guys kind of I'm not sure if you would be trying to escape something at the time, or if it's just him feeling that way towards you, like you're kind of this escape he can run off to, and kind of be with for a while just to get away. I'm not sure if it goes both ways with that, but it does seem like it would provide some kind of positive, you know, boost in your stability in some way, whether that's happiness or just you feeling a little more confident, you know, whatever the case may be. There's definitely room for improvement here. There's definitely room for growth. You guys could even go on a business deal together or some sort of, you know, something with money like that. It could just be talking about how he has money as well. And, yeah, I feel like you guys kind of, okay, so he sees, I don't think he's really ready to be in a serious relationship. It seems like he has a lot going on. You did say that he's a doctor and he's busy. It seems like he's kind of scared to also open up to somebody, you know, like he's kind of hesitant to really kind of dive into a serious relationship. Like he's super on guard. He could have been hurt in the past, but I think he's wary of you in regards to like a serious thing. You know, he's kind of, yeah, he's been talking to, interesting. I would say he's been talking to people about it. Like, he's trying to get other people's opinions, if you guys know the same people. If not, then, he could just be talking to somebody about it. Like, he doesn't really know if he should go further with it, or let's see what he's talking about with these people about you, about this connection. He's kind of trying to, like, exchange ideas and like, he's talking with his kind of, his friends or somebody he trusts about, the situation and what he should do about that, or if it's, worth his time or worth his while is what I'm getting, or worth kind of, like, diving in all the way, you know what I mean? Three of Swords here, you guys. Oh, wow. Okay. So we have 2 threes here. There could be other people involved. I feel like somebody is going to get hurt out of this, and it probably will be you just because he's not taking it as seriously. And I feel like there are other people that are interested and that he's interested in. I wouldn't say I definitely wouldn't say that he's like not. I wouldn't say he's taken. Like he kind of gives off this vibe of he's not taken and that he's kind of open to any onlookers, anything that's coming his way, he's gonna, he's going to consider it, So I wouldn't say that he's holding it down with you, which sucks, and I hate to tell you that, but you probably already feel that sort of, that he's not completely just ready to tie down, Okay. And somebody will get hurt out of this, and I feel like unfortunately it would be you. So if you can't take this lightly, Azalea, I wouldn't even dive in because, it's just, I feel like you would take it more serious than he would, and I don't know if he'd be even really necessarily forthcoming about that, or if he is or not, but it seems like you would be misled and it would hurt, I mean, even if at first he's like, yeah, it's just friends or whatever. Yeah, see? It's the Knight of Swords. Coming in without, no one can stop it. It kind of just comes in, you didn't see it coming. Boom, all of a sudden things have changed. Somebody might lash out too, and it might be you because this 3 of Swords here. Somebody could lash out and be like, look, all of a sudden, like you don't ever act that way, but all of a sudden here you are acting like this monster. And it's not necessarily that you're going to like go crazy on this person. I'm just saying that something could happen to where it could even be an event, that just kind of takes place. But I would say that it's somebody's behavior because it's a person, it's a knight. So, it could be air energy, whoever that would be, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I feel like more, yeah, very swords here. But I feel like more, it's kind of talking about, after this 3 of Swords. So to me, I feel like it's saying, somebody pops off a little bit. So, I mean, just hold yourself back, kind of realize that, what this is and what you're getting yourself into, and don't try to stress it too much. If you can take it lightly, that would be a great thing, but I could see myself lashing out, yeah. Because, it hurts, and it's just, sometimes you just don't know what to do, right? So, I mean, I think that this is important to look at and to think about, and to really consider and not just go for it and just blindly, because of how you feel about the person. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. So, yeah, I feel like this person won't necessarily take it as seriously as you will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's get 2 more for Azalea, please. I wish the setup was better, you guys. I'm sorry, can you see okay? How does Albert do Azalea, please? Okay. The Star. Okay, so I do see that in the future he'll be taking action toward you for sure. I see that it would be, again, it would be sort of a thing where it's like last minute, it's the Page of Wands. So what I see with that is some kind of last minute, really quick, like, hey, let's just meet up. It might even be like booty call kind of, kind of feel, it would be something that's just random, like, oh, and just impulsive, you know what I mean? So somebody just kind of like randomly hits you up and just wants to hang out all of a sudden, and it's kind of like, you know, but basically I'm saying there's a lot of hope for that. There's a lot of, and that could be a positive thing for you, but at the same time, you know, at the end of the road, we see that Three of Swords, and I just don't think that, you know, as a woman, I feel like it's hard for other women to just take things lightly, and it could be easy for you, but if it is, you know, go for it. But I feel like this is definitely something that's taken lightly if you're gonna go for it at all, and that's just my personal opinion. You can do whatever you want, but Aquarius energy as well, if that applies in any way, then let it apply. But as for that, yeah, Azalea, I don't. He's cool and all, but you know, you don't really want to waste your time with somebody who's not serious about you. You know, you deserve more than that. Okay. Okay, I hope that answered the question. Yeah, and if he's already hurt you before, it's kind of like, I mean, you kind of know what to expect, you know what I mean? And it sucks that it's like that, but you really can find better than that. You know, there's a lot of people out there, so I mean, it's not the only one, right? But yeah, I just think that that would be a hurtful thing for you eventually. Oh, look. Ooh, yeah, you would feel hurt by that person. Oh, man. Okay. Thank you, Azalea, by the way. Thank you for being the first donation. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for being here. Thanks for liking, you guys, and subscribing if you haven't yet. Okay, so let's move forward to Amira. Or Amira. You guys know me and my vowels. They kind of suck, so just don't take it personal if I mispronounce your name. Just let me know what it is. Okay, so let's see. You have... Alright, yeah, go ahead and post your question, Amira, or Amira, and we will get started on your reading. For the people who are doing the free readings, we're going to jump to you guys in a second after the donations are through, okay? Thanks you guys so much for being here. Like this video and subscribe if you guys haven't yet. Don't forget to do that so you don't miss anything. Alright, yes, Amira. I feel like it's like a broken record, you know, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. But, you know, it helps. Okay, so we're gonna move forward. If she's not here, I'll just wait a couple more minutes and you guys, whoever is trying to get a free reading, just wait until try to wait until you're called. Your name's called. Like, just let Nicole know, hey, I want to do a free one or a donation. Whichever it is, just say whichever it is, and then just wait for the question. Just wait until I call you, okay? Because then I don't have to go back and you know, try to find it. Sometimes it won't be there anymore. So just hold off on your question posting for now, okay? And Amira, whenever you're ready, hon, you can post your question. The last thing I want to do is move on to the free ones while we're waiting for Amira and then have her post right then, you know? So I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes and then we'll move forward to the free ones and we'll go back to Amira, okay? And remember, you guys, with the free readings, it's going to be short and sweet, okay? Because, you know, if you resonate with it, though, go ahead and get a 10-card reading so we can go in depth on that situation and really kind of figure out what's going on there. But as for right now, we're just going to be kind of covering a few things, okay? So just keep that in mind, okay? I'm going to try to keep them short and sweet. You know how I like to go in depth, so I mean, it's kind of hard sometimes to get a story, like, really quick, but I'm going to try my best because I want to keep my energy going for everybody. Oh my goodness, Walter. I'm so sorry to hear that. How sad, dude. Man, I don't know if I can help you, you know? I mean, but I'm a friend, you know? I'm sorry, dude. Okay. Amira said, I'm here. Sorry, I ordered pizza. Damn, you should order me some pizza, girl. Okay. Okay, yeah. Whenever you're ready, just post your question and we'll get started on that reading for you. And then let me know, too, if you care whether or not we do the Celtic Cross reading. If you would like that, I'll definitely do that for you. But if you'd like just, 10 cards like I did the last reading, I can do that, too. It's up to you if you have a specific one you want because you're donating. I want you to get what you want, okay? So just be very straightforward with me on what you want, okay? Oh, wow. Yeah, for sure. Nicole will get your name down. So you guys, whoever wants a free reading, whoever's coming in for a free or a donation, doesn't matter, whichever kind of reading you're wanting to get, just let Nicole know, hey, I'd like a free or I'd like a donation reading or I donated or whatever it is, and she will just put your name down. And then when I call your name, just go ahead and post your question then, okay? Please try to be ready so we don't have to, wait and go back and everything. But I know there's quite a few on the list, so if you guys do want to jump ahead, go ahead and donate. You can do that too, and we'll jump right ahead to yours. But if you would like to wait, then go ahead and wait. But please try to be ready with your questions so we don't hold up everybody, okay? I'm going to try to get through these kind of quick so that you guys can not have to wait too long, okay? I'm dating a guy named Anthony. I'm really in love with him, but he's incarcerated. Actually, a love reading for me and Anthony. Okay. Gotcha. Anthony. Okay. Anthony and Amira. So did you want the spread or did you want me to just throw 10 cards out there and feel it out, or did you want me the 10 card spread? Because we could do either one. Doesn't matter to me. But yeah, that last one worked pretty well. Okay, so let's see. Alrighty. Alright, I'm just reading this spread really quick because it's kind of different in certain decks. Let me go and get something really quick. I need to go and get the other book that I wanted to use for this. Oh, hey, Intuitive Moon. But I will be right back. And I will come back and we'll do this, okay? So just give me 2 seconds. found my cat tarot. Sorry about that. I took a while to find that. So, alright. So, let's go ahead and jump right in here. I... Nice. Okay, so we're going to start here with... Okay, so Amira, this is for you and Anthony, right? So let's do this. You and Anthony. Anthony and Amira, can you please tell me about Anthony and Amira, please? Tell me about the relationship, what we need to know about the relationship. What do we need to know about Amira and Anthony's relationship? Tell me about the relationship, please. We need a love reading for them, please. Can we need a love reading for Amira and Anthony, please? Alright, so first of all, the core of the situation, we do have the Ten of Cups. And obviously that's a really great card to get for the first one. Okay, so that's cool. I mean, I feel like, first of all, that's a great card to get. That's happiness all around. Could even mean, like, in the future you guys have a family or some kind of... I mean, we'll get more information now looking at this further, but, I mean, just to start, that's beautiful. Ten of Cups, everyone wants to get that. I mean, you know, that's like an ideal card to get for a love reading. So, I mean, yay. First of all, that's what we have. So let's see the second card here. This will be the foundation. I'm sorry. The first one was the foundation. The second one is the obstacle. Any kind of challenge in your guys' situation that could kind of cross you or, you know, stand in the way of your guys' connection. I'm going to pull all the cards out first, then we're going to flip them over one by one, okay? So the cross here. So this is your desires, aspirations, objectives. This is your guys' you know, shared goals basically together. Your shared desires. You know, what the desires are for your guys' situation. Like what you guys both connect on. What brings you guys together. What works best. Why it works, you know. Like if it does work, what works about it. Ooh, we got two here. Alright, so I'm going to keep these a secret for now. Okay, so that's the third position. Fourth position here. Oh, we got it. Okay, centering forces between you. Shared common goals. We got another two. Alright. I just wanted to get down the main, what the questions, what the positions actually are really quick, just so I remember. So we're going to do the core, the obstacles, right? And then 3 is the desires, 4 is the centering forces, anything you guys can kind of call upon to improve the situation. The fifth position will be shared goals, kind of what you guys are going towards, okay? I do feel like you guys will have some kind of a connection here if you don't already. It's not going to be a one-sided thing. I don't think it will be something between you guys. Even if it can't be something, but the Ten of Cups there is, makes it hard to believe that it wouldn't turn into something because of the happiness involved, but anything can happen. I just feel like this is a connection that will at some point get off the ground, okay? If it hasn't yet. So, now we're looking at the 5th position, which is the shared goals, right? Okay. Then the 6th position is the past, looking at events with hindsight. This is for both of you in your past relationships and your past in general. Just both of your guys' past, looking at relationships, looking at love. How have you contributed to where you're at right now and in your relationships? This is your past, looking on the past and how you've come to where you're at now, right? The 7th position is looking forward into the future and kind of seeing what's there, seeing what we need to prepare for and kind of nurture in order to get to that point, right? The 8th position is all about an obstacle that needs to be overcome, okay? So an obstacle that needs to be overcome between you. It can be overcome is the thing, okay? So just remember, it can be overcome, but it needs to be worked on. This is something that you guys need to work on, a weakness, I guess you could say. This is a decision that needs to be made, right? Decision that needs to be made between Amira and Anthony. And the 10th position here is all about the outcome. What do we see happening? Once it's all said and done. Okay, Amira, it's taken a while, but we are here. We are ready. So, Amira, pick a number 1 through 8, please. Four. Okay. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, all right. It seems like you guys are both in a position in your lives right now that I don't know if you can see that very well. Crap. You see, this is the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups here. So the 8 of Cups is basically saying to you, you guys are both in a position right now in your lives, or, when you come together, it's a position of kind of needing to, nurture yourselves and your emotions, how you feel. This is you going off into your own, right. So that could be a good thing for now then. That's shitty. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks that you guys cannot be together because of that. It's not like a good thing. I get that. I'm just saying that it's okay right now. I feel like maybe that's the best thing for now, because this card here as the outcome is basically saying you guys need some space apart to be able to kind of nurture your own, whatever's missing here. You see this cup here missing? So this person's going out into the mountains to try to find that. They're going off on their own to try and find whatever it is that fulfills them. And of course, this is not another person, right? A lot of people do make that mistake, though. We look outside of ourselves to try to find, to fill a void. And so that's obviously not going to work. But, maybe you guys will actually have a chance to kind of do what you need to do before he gets out. And then when he gets out, it'll be like you guys are more in a better place to have a relationship. And it won't be as maybe stressful, right? Because it's kind of like you know what you're wanting at that point. So let's see what the other cards say. I'm really excited to see how you guys, if you have these shared goals together that are alike, or if there's any kind of clash. Okay, so the obstacle here, there could be friends involved. There could be something where there's like, there could be a third party. Usually, this Three of Cups is about genuine friends. It's about people coming together and they feel good together. They can trust each other. It's genuine. They can open up together to each other. But I feel like that's what's standing in the way of this happiness here is that a possible interference with a friend. It might not even be like a cheating thing. It could be a total like just a friend that is too involved or meddling, right? Kind of like that would be Three of Pentacles more, right? The exchanging of information. So I wouldn't say necessarily it's that, but I mean it could be. That's kind of the energy I'm getting of like somebody just interfering and somebody just kind of standing in the way of this happiness, right? That's the obstacle to this happiness. So let's see here for the third position. Third position is desires. You guys have the same kind of goals here as far as desires. I feel like, this could be two other people involved as well, but I feel more so that it's a shared desire of wanting to be more stable, wanting to, both of you guys could be kind of, it could be him, it could be you, it could be both. That one of you is basically starting from the bottom, trying to gain stability again, but there's a lot of potential here because there's two pentacles here, the Knight and the Page. I feel like with the Knight coming first, it's kind of saying like, here's what I have to provide. Like you guys both have a lot of potential to provide to yourselves and each other. There's a lot of potential in this next coming year that you guys will improve your finances. It looks like even together, it could be something you could go in on together. I feel like more with this Knight of Swords, or I'm sorry, this Knight of Pentacles, it's somebody bringing this in, providing to you. It could be offering him a job or you a job. And then the Page of Pentacles is all about like the beginning stages of a project. So like I said, it's, starting from the bottom, just kind of trying to start over and start new. But there's a lot of potential here. It looks like there's a lot of opportunities coming your guys' way, him or you, whoever is, able to receive those opportunities. But yeah, so that's a good thing. I feel like there's you guys are focused on that. So as long as you stay focused on that, obviously, like really what can go wrong? Many things, but yeah. So for now, I feel like your guys' shared goals are the same in that regard. There's a lot of potential there if you could stay focused on that. And then the fourth position here, centering forces. So there is an obstacle here, a little kind of issue with the Judgment card and the Eight of Swords. Somebody feels trapped. It could be because of a situation where somebody doesn't, really feel comfortable being with one person tied down, or if it's just, they feel kind of, it could be an attachment thing. Like they don't even know that they're really doing it, like feeling trapped or feeling like they kind of put themselves in a situation here. So it could feel like self-defeating almost at the end of it. Like when it comes to this point where there's this judgment here, somebody's going to have to reevaluate their part in the whole situation and what they're bringing to the situation and what they're getting out of the situation, So I feel like there's a lot of somebody feeling kind of trapped and somebody feeling like basically their hands are tied, right? Like they have no choice. They have to kind of just deal. And that is certainly not the case. So make sure you keep your conscious awareness and your own free will a part of the whole situation. If you ever feel like that, use your better judgment and basically try to, keep yourself safe. Like don't do anything that is going to put you in a situation that's going to be unfavorable for you. You know what I mean? Like think about yourself as well. Don't disregard that. Don't disregard your own power and your own place in this. Okay, you do have to have your own back too, right? So there is that kind of issue there. There's that disconnection there a little bit. I wonder what that's about. I wish I could look more into that. I mean, we can, but not right now. So keep that in mind. That's something interesting though. I'd like to look into that. So let's see. All right. So then you guys have the okay. We're on 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Okay. All right. So this is you guys looking on the past. This is you guys looking on the Not being together now, yeah. Okay, so even then, that's interesting you said that, because then even the hands tied thing, like being, incarcerated, it's like that's kind of the same thing, like their hands are tied. So it might not even be about you guys actually. That could be onto something there, because it might not even be anything wrong with your guys' connection. It could just be because of that separation right now. And then you do have to remember too, when that happens, try to use your better judgment, not judge each other, not blame it on each other, because it is going to be stressful. Obviously, you already know this; it's already happening, and you already feel that. So just try not to take it out on each other. Understand the situation. Try to use your better judgment and all of that at all times. It can be hard, but it's definitely possible here. Just keep that in mind. Okay, and then you guys are very good at, I would say, taking action here. So there's some deliberate action being taken here. A lot of changes are going to happen between you guys if you can make this work, if you come together. I feel like your guys' energy is going to be of improvement, of action, of, trying to actually fix problems, resolve them, um, and work together basically. But not only together, but on your own as well, because you're going to have to take actions that are going to have to change and improve the situation, right? It's not just going to be like, you guys doing it together. It's going to be personal improvements as well. So there's a lot of action taking. Like, get ready for a busy life here in the next year or so. I would say, he's very. I feel like at this time too, he's very confident in himself. So it's not like a thing where he's like the Two of Pentacles. Like, he doesn't really know what he wants to do. It's a thing that's like, I've contemplated this. I already know what I need to do, and now I'm doing it. So that's good. There's a lot of self-assurance, reassurance there. Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. You said, like, physically, and it's making us kind of resent each other in a way. Exactly what I'm talking about. Like, don't take it out on each other if you can help it at all. Try to just imagine the things we're talking about here today, like the positive. Try to imagine yourself in that position and just hope for the best and just shoot for that in the future. That's all you can really do. Like, it's very stressful when somebody's away from you and you have no choice over that. So it's like, really, I mean, if you don't want to ruin the whole thing before it even gets started, try to stay focused on the future. Try to stay focused on what you can control, because there's a lot that's going to change here, and that's because of your guys' coming together and trying to make it work. It's going to be tough, but there's going to be a lot of changes that you guys are willing to make, so that's helpful. Okay, now we have the Ace of Cups. Nice. Okay, Ace of Cups. There's a lot of love here. I feel like in your guys' past relationships too, there's been a lot of love. Like, you guys have both been in relationships before, obviously. And the thing here, though, is this Ace of Cups isn't a joke. It's kind of like there's a lot of potential. It's an overflowing cup. So I feel like when you guys are together, it's definitely, I don't want to sound like a cliche, but I mean, like, magical is what I'm getting. It's kind of, there's a lot of intense energy there. There's a lot of intense connection, but it could feel too intense sometimes, and that overflowing cup of water, that's emotion. So, I mean, it can make you very upset sometimes too, in a positive and negative way, just because of how much you know, feel so strongly about the situation. So I feel like that goes on both sides, and you may have to be careful with that, your emotions kind of getting overboard sometimes, and that goes for both of you. Ooh, we have the Hierophant here. So there could be some trouble with commitment. This is the future. So there could be some trouble with commitment. I feel like, though, like, that's just what I got first. I mean, this card means commitment, so I feel like I said, this will get off the ground, and you guys will try to at least make it something serious. But the thing is, somebody could have a problem with commitment. Now, I don't know if that's you or them. We do have, so that's Taurus energy as well. That's the only sign that I see here for now. But I wouldn't worry about it too much. I mean, it is the Hierophant. It can represent marriage, but in this situation, right when I pulled it, I felt like someone has a little bit of an issue with it. Okay? Someone has a little bit of an issue with staying fully committed. 1 second. It could just be because your past relationships haven't worked out so well, so now you guys have all these guards up, baggage, just like everyone else, But it's... Well, I'm pulling another card because I'm not exactly sure what it is that I'm feeling with that. But it just seems like you guys are going to try, You guys will at least try to do your best to stay committed. You say you have a problem with that. Okay. Well, at least you know that. Yeah, see, this is the past. See, this is the past. So I would say that that coming out right now is telling me, like, just try to remember. Tell yourself, remember, like, look, that's the past. I don't need to look at myself as if that's me now. Like, I'm dedicated to this. This is what I want to do, and I'm going to stay true to this. You know, try not, because it's like, you know, that little issue is going to obviously screw things up if that were an issue. You know what I'm saying? So this here gives me a little bit of hope, though, for you, and it makes me want to tell you that just to remind yourself, like, look, that's the past. You're looking at the past and you're thinking about where you're at now and how you've come to this point now, and you should be proud of yourself. You know, you've done a lot. You've come a long way since the last relationship you were in. So I mean, I think that now it's safe to say that you don't have to identify with that kind of thing anymore, but obviously it's nice to be self-aware of the issues that you do have, but try to see yourself more in the future light and in the light of somebody who is able to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish here, okay, with this relationship, because it's not impossible, okay? And then, all right, Ace of Swords, it's very important in this connection that you guys be as honest as possible, even when it hurts a little bit, okay? I'm not saying be assholes. I'm not saying be blunt to the point where it's like, that didn't even need to be said. That's just rude and hurtful. No, but just be straight with each other. Like, there is no need for everyone to be so secretive or any kind of like, don't be afraid to tell them how you feel or what you're thinking, you know, because you're very intelligent. It's not like you're a person who's going to give this person trouble with your thoughts. If so, that's not the person for you, but I feel very strongly like you guys will be able to kind of communicate things in a way that you may not have been able to communicate with people before. And that could be even too because you guys are, I mean, I'm not sure if you talk on the phone now, but I mean, I would imagine, you know, if they are incarcerated and you're talking to them, then you're getting to know them a little bit on a different, you know, level, you know, because you can't see each other. So it's like you have to only communicate through, you know, certain ways, and that can make you more open to communicating and more comfortable with each other. So that's a good thing. And like I said, for now, it's a good thing because they're gone. You need that little bit of space to kind of figure out what you're trying to do first and in this connection, and then go for that. The Tower here, like I said, there's going to be a shit ton of changes, and it looks like that is not an understatement. So we have the Tower. I don't see this as a bad thing. I think this person will shake up your life in a way, and you could shake up theirs as well, but I think it's, obviously we have free will and we can do whatever we want with it, but the thing is, with this Tower here, I feel like these are needed. The Tower's always needed changes, so it could be very rough at first, like kind of like you're experiencing now. It could be very rough at first, but in the long run, you're going to understand why it happened and that it needed to and all of that good stuff, you know? It's going to make more sense. So for now, I think it's just don't worry about it, you know? Because with the Tower, the thing I always tell people, do not try to force anything to happen that isn't happening, and don't try to resist any kind of change that's trying to happen as well, because that's what the Tower's all about, you know? These little changes we haven't made that now are blowing up in our face. So that can happen, and it can be very uncomfortable. But as far as this goes, I think it's going to be a positive thing, and I don't think it'll tear you guys apart or anything like that. Love it. Beautiful. Last card we have here is the Two of Cups. Nice. I love it. Yes. Good. That's awesome. Like I said, I don't think it's going to tear you guys apart, and from the looks of it, it's actually going to bring you guys closer. So you will go through some hard times here, no doubt about that. But I think at the end of the day, it's really up to you guys to just do your best and try to make it work. You know, sometimes it won't. You know, sometimes it just doesn't with people. But this looks like it has a lot of potential. So nice. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to see that, Amira. I hope that answered your question there. Well, I hope you got some information about you and Anthony with that reading. And thank you very much for your donation. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Let's do some free ones. Okay. Yeah, of course. No problem. Okay. So is there anybody else who donated just for now? Let me just ask that really quick so that we cannot skip anybody. Don't want to forget about anyone, okay? Okay, that's all I have for donation. So I think we're good with that, and we're gonna go to free. So let's see. We're gonna start with Nicole here. Nicole, let me know what you would like to get a reading about here. This is a free reading, so we're gonna make it short and sweet. But hey, you know, if you resonate, then you can donate, and we can go way into it and see what's all the details of the situation. Okay. Will Dave and I be in a relationship? Okay, Nicole. Let's look at your guys' connection. I'm going to pull 3 cards here for you and David. Okay, same thing with the last one, right? The first card we get is the 8 of Cups. Second card is the Magician. So you guys can really make a lot of things happen here. There's a lot of potential here. I definitely see that. It's kind of like you guys both see it happening, or you both see it able to happen, and you have what you need to make it happen. The thing is, there are some emotional issues between the both of you, and I think there's something missing, right? This cup here that's missing. There's something missing emotionally. It could be you that it's really present in, him that it's really present in, or both, okay? So there's something missing, definitely. It could, you know, that could just be because you guys are young, or there's something going on in your lives, you know? It doesn't have to mean anything too serious. We all go through that, right? And some of us never come out of it. You know, some of us never find what makes us feel truly fulfilled, and that's your guys' job with that card, is to make, or to find what makes you feel truly fulfilled, and it has nothing to do with another person. It has only to do with inside yourself. So the thing is, you guys, it might not get off the ground just yet because of that little obstacle there. You guys aren't ready, really. And, you know, people jump into relationships all the time when they're not ready. So, I mean, it could happen when it's not ready. It could happen still, but it shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, you guys should take a little bit of time to probably figure that out first, what's kind of going on inside yourselves. Both of you share that energy there. But the Magician does show that you guys can overcome a lot, and you guys can make a lot of things happen when you want to, you know, putting in that effort. If you really believe it can happen, it definitely can. Let's see the third card here for your guys' connection. I feel like you guys will at least try to be something serious. And there's a lot of potential for this. You guys have a lot of the same kind of things you want to do, or kind of like values, you know? So I don't feel like there's a lot of clash. There's not too much clash there. I think there's just a little bit of emotional baggage for now between you. Queen of Cups, nice. So very nurturing energy there, yes. I do feel like, you know, I don't do yes or no's, but from the looks of this reading, I think we could say yes. It will be, at least you guys will, you know, you will try to make it something. And I feel like it's a very nurturing relationship. I don't think if you guys did break up, it probably wouldn't be something nasty, unless there's more that I'm not seeing here. I mean, relationships are very complex, but the nurturing energy here of the Queen of Cups just makes me feel like you guys will nurture each other. You guys will be considerate of each other, and you'll be caring toward each other no matter what happens, you know? So it's just like that lack of hate within you, which is an awesome thing, because a lot of people can't do that, you know? They cannot remain loving when they're hurt. So if you guys, you know, but I feel like that's not going to be the case with you guys. So nice, not too toxic, not too crazy of anything of a relationship here. Yeah, cool. Okay. Nicole, so now we're going to jump to Jodes. Jodes, please post your question or your topic, whatever you'd like to look into. Okay, Jodes. And thank you, Nicole, and thank you for modding, too. It really helps me out so much. Seriously, you have no idea how much it helps. Of course, Angela. You guys, if you haven't yet, please go ahead and like this video. It helps me out so much. It just tells YouTube that people like this, and so they start showing it to other people. So thank you for doing that. And also subscribe if you guys haven't yet. You don't want to miss any future videos. Alright, let's see here. Jodes. Hi, Nikita. Jodes. Let's just, I'm going to try to give everybody a couple minutes to get here. Mini Tim, aw. Okay. Jodes. Everyone type in the chat, Jodes. Just maybe they'll notice. Whoever's here right now, just type in the chat, Jodes, for me, please, so that they can see and post their question for me, so I can get started on their reading. Come on, you guys. Jodes, Jodes, Jodes. Jodes. Alrighty, so Nikita, will I get a seat in Sogo 100 batch starting from October 23rd, 2022? I'm Libra. Okay, so what is that exactly? I want to know what I'm exactly asking. A seat in Sogo 100 batch. What is that exactly that I'm asking about? Just give me, you know, the rundown on this whole. What is this topic? What is this exactly that we're asking about? Just so I can know what I'm receiving, you know, like what exactly that's supposed to mean, you know? Okay, so, alright. Will I get a seat in Sogo 100 batch starting from October 23rd? I'm Libra. So this Libra person wants to know if they're going to get a seat in this coaching institute. October 23rd is the date that we're looking for as the start. Tell me what we need to know about October 23rd for Nikita, please. October 23rd for Nikita. What do we need to know about Sogo 100 for Nikita? Okay, you could be traveling here. I do see possible travel. You kind of feeling stuck here. So I feel like this is a bittersweet thing for you. I'm not exactly sure about the yes or no for this one since it's such a short, just, you know, quick kind of general energy reading on this question. I feel though, I will tell you what I feel though about this is you would love this opportunity, you know? You would really enjoy it, but at the same time, I feel like you will get it, but the thing is, it's bittersweet because there's things that you don't like about it. There's things that are kind of limiting to you. I'm not exactly sure why you're feeling that way, but it seems as though you are feeling like you're kind of limited, or there's something where you don't get to have as much freedom as you wanted, or maybe like you know, the choices you get to make or the things that you get to be a part of, or there's some kind of feeling of being held back or being like even like shut up, kind of like even being like shushed, even being just kind of like you know, please do not interfere. You just feel you feel kind of held back a little bit by this. I feel like there's travel here in the future, so you could be traveling. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, if you'd have to travel, but that looks like that would happen. It seems like that as well would be kind of a reluctant thing for you. You know, you can see that like they're for sure they're traveling, but they're having to be led across the water, and they're also kind of looking sad and bummed out. So, I mean, I feel like this is a bittersweet thing for you. It's like you feel kind of like you don't have much freedom here in the situation, but you also, Ace of Cups, love the opportunity and you love to be able to be a part of this. But the thing is, it isn't exactly what you expected, okay? So let's go with that. Okay, light in the world. Light in the world. Thank you, Nikita. Yeah, no problem. And thank you for being here. Thanks for the likes, you guys. I really appreciate it. 20 likes. Nice. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it going. Yeah, of course. GD. Yes, you may. Nicole's taking care of that for us. And thank you, Nicole. Lifesaver right now. Thank you. Very helpful to me, Nicole. Thank you. Maggie or hey Leslie, how are you? How's it going? So okay, we're on either Jode's Light in the World, Maggie, Polo. Hey Maggie. So I'm gonna write down the people that we've skipped over for now. It's Jode's Light in the World, and I think that's it for right now. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, Maggie, and post your question or topic that you'd like to get 3 cards on. What are H's Capricorn feelings, thoughts, and next actions toward me? He's younger and stubborn. I'm a Sag. Okay, Light in the World. After just go ahead and post your question, and I'll get to it in just a few minutes. Okay. I'll do you right after this one. Okay. So what are H's? So this Capricorn person, their feelings, thoughts, and next actions towards you. Okay. So H, Capricorn and Sag, huh? What are H's? Give us a general rundown on. I'm gonna do 1 card thoughts, 1 card feelings, and 1 card actions. Okay. Give us Maggie Polo. What are H's thoughts toward her? About her. What are H's thoughts? She's a Capricorn. She's a Sagittarius. What does H think? What are his thoughts regarding Maggie? Thoughts. And we want the feelings as well of H toward Maggie. And next actions. Any next actions toward Maggie from H, please? Anything you need to know about the next actions toward Maggie from H, okay? Okay? Nice. So here's the deal, Maggie. Thoughts? He has a certain direction he's going in. Like he's got a plan. He's going to take action with this plan. I feel like he is going to come towards you and offer you something. All of these cards show that he's interested and he's going to offer you some kind of a connection if he hasn't already in some type of way, you know? But this though is showing his feelings towards you, right? This one's thoughts. And the Page of Cups is feelings. So, I mean, he has a set plan, a set goal. He's coming towards you. He's ready to go. There is a direction he's taking with this. So if it seems like he's distant or he's taking a while, just know that there's a time and place for everything, and he's on his way, okay? He's planning on something, you know, headed towards you directly. And the Page of Cups shows, you know, obviously he's wanting to offer you some kind of affection or connection. The next actions towards you, it looks like some kind of a commitment here, some kind of a some kind of a responsibility, between each other, which I would see as a commitment. This is the marriage card. It also represents Taurus. It also represents, just commitment in general. So I feel like that's something that definitely is in the cards for you guys, and that looks promising. So awesome. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if he's younger and stubborn, it's so funny because it seems like he's like ready to go. It seems like you shouldn't have to wait too much longer. Like he's got a plan that he's going to be taking action on. It seems like to me, it feels like. So let's see here. Yeah, it's hard to not think that this is going to go somewhere, especially with the Hierophant there. You might be surprised at this person's actual ability to be in a committed relationship, you know? Like, even if they're young, it's. But, that is the thing, too, that you have to remember. Page of Cups is a page, it's young energy, right? It's young water energy, actually, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but it's basically showing, like, the beginning stages of a relationship, like where you would court somebody and try to, like, show them affection and get them to, like, fall in love and everything, all the things that you do and stuff. Whatever those things are. Just, the beginning stages. The honeymoon stage. Okay, light in the world. Light in the world. Okay. What is coming towards me? I love this question so much. Okay, what is coming towards me? What is coming towards light in the world? Anything we can know about what is coming towards light in the world in the next days, weeks, months, and year. Thanks, Maggie. It was good to hear from you too. I'm glad you came. Thank you. Thanks for being here and participating, asking a question, and enjoying the time. Thanks for the likes, you guys. Thanks for the subscriptions. Subscribe so you don't miss anything in the future, okay? Thanks for the likes, you guys. Okay, so let's see here now. What is coming? Hi, Gretel. What is coming towards light in the world? Next days, weeks, months, and year. Okay. The Emperor could be an Aries person. I also have Queen of Swords, which could be an air sign person, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And I have the Knight of Wands, which would be fire, again, Aries, possibly Leo or Sagittarius. So, first of all, this could be a situation where it's a person, an Aries person, but also I'm getting, if it's not, or it could be both, but I'm also getting that the Emperor, along with the Queen of Swords, is talking about some kind of responsibility that you're being, that's being called upon you, that you're being asked to take into your own, like you're supposed to withhold this position. Whatever this position is, it's a position of authority and of a lot of responsibility, on your hands. And you're being called to take responsibility here, so I'm not exactly sure what happened. I feel like maybe you ditched out, or there was some flakiness, or there was some, you were very passionate about this at first, but then it kind of slowly starts to fade out, and you're just not interested anymore, and you try to kind of, like, find something else that's more exciting. You know, the Knight of Wands is all about, you know, somebody who isn't very committed. They're non-committal, basically. It could be in a relationship or just a project. I feel, again, like this is a big responsibility, whether it's a relationship that's the responsibility, or maybe it's even just a job position, but you're being called upon, or, you know, you could even be calling upon somebody else, you know, in the future. You could be asking somebody else to kind of come clean or kind of own up or kind of take responsibility for something, you know? I'm not exactly sure, hun. This is just, you know, 3 card quick general reading, but basically it's just the energy of somebody who needs to do their part, you know, and take ownership of it. And it could be you that's taking ownership or being called upon to take ownership or to take responsibility for something that's happened that you've had a lot of. You were in the basically the idea is you were in the position of you were in the position of authority in this case. So if this hasn't happened yet, you know, make sure whatever responsibilities that you have or like things that are on you, take care of them. Try not to ditch out last minute because this is going to look bad on you. You know, you're going to be called upon to like own up to that, and it might be kind of hard to do that, you know, uncomfortable. So I would say instead of running away from whatever this is that you're not really interested in anymore that you were interested in at first, try to just, you know, stick it through and do what you need to do, get the job done. Or, you know, if it's a relationship, try to, what am I trying to say? Not to get the job done, but try to do your part where you're responsible to do your part, okay? Don't leave anyone hanging and all of that, because I see that happening, you know, or you trying to do that and then someone's trying to call upon you, or you're trying to call upon someone who did that to you, of course. So, I mean, you know, either way, it's either you in the position of authority or somebody else, but someone's going to have to come clean, own up, kind of, you know, admit to something or just take responsibility for something that they didn't follow through on. Okay, so try to follow through on everything that you need to be doing right now for the best chances of success in that area. No one likes a flake. No. No, but I mean, it could be somebody else you're trying to, you know, because with the Queen of Swords, she's got her hand out, so she's like, "Hello, like, what do you have to say for yourself?" So you know, it could be you saying that to somebody as well. Like, "Hello, you kind of left me hanging here." Okay, now let's go to. Let's see who's next. Okay, we have Jodes, Jano, Amira, JP, Kimon, Brenda, Caesar, Rishi, Toya, Shivani, Walter, Creative Arts, CV15, Valencia, Amanda, Nishita, Intuitive Moon, Ashwani, Lolita, Joelle, Maria, Shakira, You Love This Ass, You'll Love This Ass, or You Love This Ass, nice name. Shlok, Rajni, Tinu, Yogit, Angela, Jagannath, GD, Leslie, Gretel, Manzu, Cassavel, and V. So right now, Nicole, I'm going to go ahead and close off the list, please. Just until we get a few of these taken care of. You know, I wouldn't want to overload myself because sometimes that happens. So, please don't add anyone else to the list for now. Maybe we will do that after everyone's cleared out. If I still have the energy, but I don't want to give people shitty readings, and that's what eventually happens if I don't have the energy. So let's just stick with these people for now, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can change that to. Actually, no, I can't change it right now. So okay, we'll just go ahead with these on the list. Whoever's here now on that list that I just said in this list in the chat, just go ahead and post your question and I'll try to run through them. Yeah, that's why I'm like, okay, so let's close it down for a second. Hang on there. But I know that with free reading, you know, events like this, it's always going to be packed, you know. And some people will want to jump ahead, and so that's why you can donate and things like that. But, you know, I'm totally cool with doing these readings. I just want to make sure that I can do all of them, you know. So, yes, thank you, Nicole. Whoever's on this list, though, if you guys have your question ready, go ahead and post it. V. May I have advice on this Jordan situation? Yes. Okay. Advice here. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead with the cat tarot. Not kitty tarot. Kitties and shit. kitties and shit. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Cool. Okay. So tell me about this Jordan situation for V. V wants to know about this Jordan situation. We need some advice for V on this Jordan situation, please. Advice for V on the Jordan situation, please. Advice for V. Advice for V on the Jordan situation, please. Okay. First of all, V. We've got the Magician, Page of Wands, and Death. So at first, this has a lot of potential to, whatever you're wanting to make happen, it can happen. It can be a success in this. Okay, so whatever this Jordan situation is, right? It can work. But the thing is, Page of Wands, somebody jumps the gun either before it's time. Like, take your time with this, okay? Know that there's a lot of potential. Know that you can make it happen. Also, know that you have the tools you need already. You don't need more schooling. You don't need more, therapy. Or, get the therapy if you want. Therapy's not a bad thing. But just know that you have what it takes already. You don't need anything else. It's not like you don't have enough or that you're not good enough. If there's something like that trying to be communicated, do not even believe it for a second, because you already have everything you need to make this happen. So it obviously takes two. Page of Wands here shows me that, you're going to have to slow it down. You're going to have to not make impulsive decisions, because here, that's what could cause big drastic changes or even an ending here. Okay, so I would just, take it slow with this one. Believe that it's possible, whatever you want to accomplish. If at any point it becomes a situation that is not ideal for you, like abusive in any type of way, or, just for example, something that you wouldn't want to, keep doing, then by all means, put a stop to it. You have that right to do that free will. But it looks like here someone jumps the gun and kind of acts without thinking, kind of impulsively, and that could cause a lot of changes or even an ending, okay? My advice to you is just take it slow and believe that you can. He hacked us and is bullying and stalking me. So that's the thing. That's why that's why if you're being communicated to that you're not good enough, or there's something wrong with you, or you don't have enough, or you're not enough for something, or what you have is not enough, or you need something else, or you're lacking, that is not the truth. You have everything that you actually need, and maybe that's why this is happening, So good. Don't make any impulsive decisions. Think about this, think it through and do what you need to do. Be very rational, reasonable, try to take it slow and make decisions, contemplate things. Don't just act without thinking, right? All right. Thanks, V. Yeah, no problem. Thank you. And I'm sorry about that. What a jerk. Handle that shit. What's coming towards me? Tired of feeling depressed. This is for Joelle. Oh, I'm sorry, V. I didn't put your name. Here, I'm going to put the names in here. Or Jewel. Joelle or Jewel. Jewel. It's probably Jewel, isn't it? Okay, Jewel, you said, what's coming towards me? I'm tired of feeling depressed. Is there anything positive coming towards Jewel or Jewel here in the next days, weeks, months, and year? Days, weeks, months, and year. What is coming towards Jewel that is positive, please? Anything positive that can give him a sign of hope for good things to come? Oh, okay. Five of Swords here. There's going to be a mix-up here. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the Ten of Swords. There's going to be a mix-up here. There's going to be a betrayal. Somebody who kind of, you're shocked and you feel betrayed by the person, You feel like you trusted this person. Even if they don't betray your trust necessarily, what they're doing is betraying the trust that you have in them, like, that you didn't think they'd do something like that. It feels like a betrayal. They could even try to dismiss it a little bit and minimize it like it's not that big of a deal, but there is some kind of like hurt here. There's some kind of like where you feel kind of slighted by somebody that you didn't expect that to happen with. But overall, I feel like this is going to be a good thing because there's transformation that can happen when things like that occur, you know? There's growth. There's realization of what you really should be going toward in life and the things you shouldn't be, right? And the people you shouldn't be, right? So just keep that in mind. Like, use your intuition, use your better judgment, and know that if somebody screws you over, it's time to let that person go. Unless, of course, you know, you feel like they deserve forgiveness and they've, you know, asked for it, or, you know, whatever it is. It's your life. But I'm just saying there is some kind of thing here that you didn't expect to happen here. Shakes you up a little bit, but I feel like overall it's for the best. Yeah, see, Three of Swords. There's some heartbreak here, or a loss. Could be death. I'm not saying death is going to happen. I'm just saying that I feel like this is what happened. And now you're saying you're depressed. I feel like maybe, you know, something happened recently that was pretty hurtful. And so now, obviously, it makes sense you're depressed. I don't think that it is, like, something to be hard on yourself about. Because when there's a betrayal and a Three of Swords, obviously you're going to be depressed a little bit. You know what I mean? So I think it's just, you know, give yourself some time. Give yourself a little bit of space to heal. Try not to be too hard on yourself, because it sounds like that's kind of what you're being, you know? You're being, like, when am I not going to be depressed, you know? Like, oh, like, I just, like, you don't have to be so hard on yourself. I'm not trying to, say you're wrong or anything about how you feel. That's how you feel. But I just think that, you know, you're being a bit hard on yourself. Give yourself a break. You know, somebody did something that you didn't expect, and that hurt. And they could be trying to invalidate that or make it like it's not a big deal, and that hurts even more. So, I mean, I think it's just a good thing to give yourself the time and space you need to heal from that, and just know that it will heal. Oh, wow. Okay. So let's see one more card here for you. What do we have to expect here? So it looks like this is a good thing that that person's out of your life, right? Page of Wands. So there could be something where it's like you need to take action now. I would say get out of the house, get out more, take action more, do things you've never done. Like, just kind of go for it. Just kind of, you know, get out there, meet new people. This Page of Wands here for you, I feel like, is not saying, well, okay, so, you know, use your better judgment, of course. I don't want to disregard that. Make sure that you don't act without thinking. That's never, most of the time that doesn't lead to something that's, you know, helpful for us and positive in our lives, right? Just acting without thinking. So keep that in mind, but also make sure that you're just kind of going out there and, like, doing something different, doing something new, exciting. Like, go and take action, go and get your heart, your blood pumping, like, you know, meet people, get out there and take action and do it as soon as you can, okay? And that's going to bring a lot of positivity to your life. That's going to direct you in a better, you know, kind of path and direction. That can bring a lot of happiness to your life. Just getting out there and, you know, seeing the world, doing things, getting out of your own head, you know what I mean? Getting out of your own head. Okay. Anybody else here? I think I skipped one. Okay. If you guys posted your questions already and I didn't, and I skipped you, because I think I skipped somebody up above. I think there was somebody who posted a question and I didn't see it. So please, if I missed you, please just post again. Okay. So is he... This is Nishita. Nishita. So Nishita. Is he the right person that I'm with? What do I need to know about him? Alright, so let's get 3 cards for Nishita. What do you need to know about the person you're with? And is he the right person for you? What do we need to know about this connection? You will ultimately be, you know, the one who makes that decision if it's the right relationship for you. But let's see what we need to know about this person so you can make that choice with more information. Ten of Wands. It is one-sided, I would say. There's a lot of work on your part and not so much on theirs. Like, you kind of feel like you're giving, and it's not really being appreciated or reciprocated. Like, it's not being given back. Like, you're kind of giving a lot. You're pretty exhausted right now. I think you're kind of the one who's handling a lot emotionally, maybe even actually, you know, like, I don't know, for example, housework, like actually doing things like chores and stuff. I mean, you could be handling business like that in the connection, but also I feel like, you know, you're just taking on a lot emotionally and you're kind of feeling like it's one-sided, right? So, like you're doing a lot more work than is being reciprocated. They're not exactly putting out the effort that you're putting out here. The High Priestess, you know that. You already know that. And you feel that. The High Priestess is all about, you know, use your intuition and listen to that bitch because it's not going to steer you in the wrong direction. Whatever you're feeling right now intuitively about the person is correct. And you just need to listen to yourself, you know. Stop disregarding what your intuition's telling you because it's, you know, it's not going to steer you in the wrong direction. I feel like you're spot on with whatever it is you're thinking about the person and feeling. So just try to listen to that. Queen of Pentacles, yeah. So I feel like you're kind of in the position of like you want them to own up. I'm sorry, I was thinking of the Queen of Swords. This is Queen of Pentacles. You're in a pretty stable position yourself. I don't think you have, like, you don't need this person. If they're giving you hell, let them go. I don't want to be like cold like that because I know it's harder than that to like let go of people and everything, connections and attachments, but it seems like you really don't need anybody, and if this person is taxing you emotionally, it's really not worth the time. I mean, you have yourself taken care of. You really don't need them. If anything, you're helping them a lot by being with them. You know, like, it could even mean financially you're helping them a lot. Like, you're just doing a lot on your part, and it's not exactly being reciprocated, so I would say it's not... Like, unless you can communicate that to them, I just think that you don't really need you don't need this, you know? That's what I'd say. If they can't step up, then it's kind of going to be very exhausting for you, you know? Okay, so now we're going to go to Intuitive Moon. No, you did not miss your turn. I'm actually taking all the questions now. So whoever's on the list, just go ahead and post. But we are not taking anybody else as of right now. We're just going to try to get these free ones out of the way so that, you know, I can see if I have enough energy to do some more. So, no worries. Donations are still open, of course. I'll go ahead and stop everything to do that first, just out of respect for the donator. And also, so yeah, if you are on that list, that free list that was there already that Nicole has, then please go ahead and post your question and I will come to it. And if I skip you, please just repeat it. You know, you can see that I'm just kind of going through them and I'm not meaning to skip you, so just remind me. And then we are not actually taking anybody else for right now, but we might in a little bit here, okay? We may. Of course, donations are still open. If you guys want to skip ahead of all the chatter. Intuitive Moon. Go ahead and post your question, please. Thanks for the likes, you guys. Wow, 28. Nice. Nice. Can we get 30? Can we get 30 real quick? Just 2 people. Can we get 30? Can we get 33? Can we get 35? I don't know how many people have liked. But thank you guys. It helps out a lot, seriously. Okay, JP, Intuitive Moon, Shakira. Yes. Will things work out with Angel in the future for Intuitive Moon? In the future, what do we see happening with Angel here? What do we see happening with Angel here? Thanks for that 30, you guys. Hell yeah. Let's keep it up. Let's try to get 35, 31. Woo! Let's see if we can get 35. All right, Intuitive Moon, what is coming up? Aw, thank you. I wish you could too. That would be awesome. If you have another account, sign in. Hey, you know, and press that like button. It doesn't hurt. Look, there's 13 people here and there's 31 likes. 13, 31. Okay, so okay. Will things work out with Angel in the future? Tell me about Angel in the future with intuitive moon, please. Angel and intuitive moon in the future. What do we need to know about this connection? Oh. Okay. How funny. We got the moon card, interestingly enough, with your name here. Alright. So there is a lot of uncertainty with this. We also get the Four of Cups. So there's probably not a lot of communication right now. If there is communication now, there hadn't been for a while. Or it was just somebody like cut somebody off, or there was some kind of like lack of communication. There was somebody who wasn't really giving much. Like it was hard to reach the person. It was hard to like, and not only communicatively, if that's a word, not only by communication was it hard to get a hold of them, but it was hard to like even communicating with them, if there was any, was difficult. Like they just were very closed off from you, and it was hard to even kind of get through and get any kind of progress going if there was any communication at all, that is. So, and that was a very confusing thing, you know? And this actually, you're asking about the future. I feel like this is something that's already happened, though, and that it could happen again, you know, in the future if that's what we're focused on here. But I feel like this has already happened at least once. You know, this person's been distant, cut off, and it's kind of hard to reach them. On the other hand, we have the Ace of Swords. So I feel like there was something that in the future you guys are going to need to be open and honest with each other, like no holding back, because you may come together at one point and try to kind of either for closure reasons or for some kind of like coming clean. There's some kind of conversation that involves honesty, and that's what is the most important thing of that conversation. So try not to hold back, and try not to make them feel a certain way. Like you might want to make them feel bad, or you might want to make them feel like, you know, they did something wrong, and to feel bad about that, you know, and to, you know, try to apologize or whatever it is that you're trying to get them to do and feel. Try not to do that as much as just being honest about how you feel, you know, and how the whole situation played out and your part in it as well. Okay, try to just be straightforward of if there were things that weren't fair, and if there were things that you know you did that were wrong, you know, be admitting those. But also, if they're not so willing to do that, that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. You know, it might hurt, it might suck if they don't do the same thing and be honest, but I think you should withhold your honesty either way, okay? So I don't really see necessarily much progress as far as a relationship, but you might have a conversation later on that will involve some kind of closure topic, or some kind of like somebody coming clean or being honest about something, okay? So try to be honest when that does happen. Like try to be honest as well, even if they're not. Okay, Shakira. Shakira. What are Desmond's genuine intentions towards me? I recently had a miscarriage and I broke up with him and he wanted to reconcile and now he's distant. Okay, what are his genuine intentions towards you at this moment in time? What are Desmond's genuine intentions toward Shakira at this time? No problem, Intuitive Moon. Thank you. So, what are Desmond's genuine intentions toward Shakira at this moment in time? Well, first of all, we'll get more information, but I feel like first of all, he's definitely not really sure what he wants to do. He could be juggling you and another person or people. He could be juggling just priorities in his life. He could be juggling, do I want to get serious with this person, or do I want to remain single and able to have the freedom I want? Or, you know, it could have hurt him, the situation. I mean, you know, it seems like he's not sure. He's weighing his options right now of what he wants to do, so it's still up in the air, obviously. I don't even think he's sure of what he wants to do. But genuine intentions toward you at this time is to kind of avoid you, you know, hide, sneak away, not be confronted about a situation. Let's see why this is. Right. And so at this time, for some reason, he's kind of avoiding any kind of confrontation or any kind of Right. Okay. So why is he avoiding you right now? That's what I'm gonna ask about. Why is he avoiding you? What is he feeling inside? Why is he avoiding her? Temperance. I would say he's trying to find some kind of peace and harmony in his life. Like something happened recently. It could have been the miscarriage. It could have been many things. But it shook his life, and I feel like now he's kind of trying to find some stability and happiness, harmony. Like no, it could have been other than you as well. Because when I see the Temperance card, it makes me feel like this person is searching for they're seeking some kind of stability and harmony in their life because it hasn't been harmonious very recently. It hasn't been at all. So they're kind of looking for that balance again. They're wanting to, they're just looking for things that are positive and that make them feel good, so if that doesn't involve you right now because of the current or the recent circumstances, the miscarriage, it's hurtful. He should, that'd be the right thing to do to be there for you. But I mean, either way, it could be affecting him just as well, and so people don't always know how to deal with things like that. And right now it seems like he's taking the stance of kind of avoiding dealing with it, So, I mean, try not to... I don't think it's against you personally. It kind of seems like it's more of him just trying to find some kind of balance again and some kind of structure that isn't chaotic for him emotionally, you know what I mean? So he's trying to find that harmony. Okay, and whatever isn't harmonious in his life right now is not something he's going to be dealing with, unfortunately, okay? So, okay, so now... Francine, that's a good question. I don't really have a set schedule right now. I've been away for a while, but I am planning on being present more and going live more often. So you're asking about Eastern time. I never know which time to go live because a lot of times very late at night it's a good time, but not everyone can do that obviously, and then for you it would be even earlier because I'm talking like 3 in the morning. So for you it'd be like 6 in the morning or something, right? So I don't know what a general good time would be, but you know what? How about this? I'll schedule a live stream so that you can know what time it's going to be at, so you don't miss it, okay? So I'll schedule the next one so that you can see and prepare for that, okay? Thanks for that question, by the way. Lolita? Okay, I'm going to do Lolita. Okay, Lolita, you said, is Akshay Tayaji loyal to me? His feelings. Is Akshay loyal to me? Is Akshay loyal to Lolita? Does he mean what he says? Is he genuine? Is he loyal in his feelings toward her? Tell me what his stance on the situation is. What are his underlying feelings toward her, please? Toward Nikita, please. Akshay's underlying feelings toward Lolita. Strength, okay. The Tower, and the Magician. I feel like there's been a lot of obstacles in this connection. You guys can withstand, though. The Magician at the end here makes me feel like there's a lot of potential for you guys to overcome this Tower moment. It could be that there's been a lot that's happened in both of your guys' lives, especially his, though, recently or in the past. Maybe not even very recent, but still affected him in a huge way, and he's had to be strong. That could mean that he's, been through a lot, or that he's kind of hard to get to know. He's kind of got a wall up or two, right? He's got like some walls up, because he's had to be strong many times in his life is what I'm feeling from that. So strength, the tower shows that there's going to be a lot of change, a lot of upset, you know, things kind of being uncomfortable, because change is not usually comfortable for a lot of people. You know, they have a weird relationship to change. And so if that's you guys, then it will be rough. But I feel like with the magician there at the end, it kind of shows, you know, that there is potential for you guys to overcome it for sure. And you can make anything happen. Like the magician is all about making things happen, and it's very possible now. You have all the tools you need. You can really do it if you really try and really want to put the effort out and things like that. So positive omen to that situation there, okay? But there's a lot before it gets to that point, right? There's a lot of change that happens. It could have already gone down, and now it's time for you guys to come back together or fix it, but I feel like there's potential for you guys to fix it. I don't know exactly how you're going to do that. I just think you're going to have to put a lot of effort into it for sure. But if you do that, then if there's a will, there's a way, right? That's what the magician's all about. You can, but will you, right? And that takes both sides, you know? You can't always control what other people are willing to put effort out into, but you can only control you. And if you guys both are willing to put out the effort, then no problem. Hey, we're at 34 likes. Let's get that 35. Who hasn't liked yet? Let's get that 35. Let's see if we can get 40. Can we get 40? Let's see if we can get 40. Can we get 40 likes right now? Come on, you guys. We could do it. Let's try to get 40. Let's try to get 40. Okay. Thank you, you guys. So, no problem, Lolita. Is the friendship possible with Virgo? Cassavel. Cassavel. Is the relationship possible with Virgo? Cassavel. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Okay, Cassavel. Yeah, I mean, I didn't do much, but it was pleasant, you know? Actually, my second family, in a way, that I'm very close to, actually, probably more than my own family, got me a cake, so that was really nice. That was considerate, you know? That was cool. Yeah, thanks. Thank you for asking. How did you know it was my birthday? Are you a Virgo, too? Were you one of the group of Virgos? I forget what your sign is, Shaylee. I forget what it is. And that's not like me to forget people's signs. You know? I'm not sure about that, why that is the case. But thank you for asking. Okay, so let's see. Virgo, moon, and rising. Pisces. Ooh. I wonder how that combination is. Because I'm a Virgo with a Pisces moon. So I wonder what Pisces with a Virgo moon is like. Oh god, you're probably so critical on yourself. Jesus. But at least you have the Pisces sun, you know, to pull you up out of that ocean. You know, the sun lift you up out of that depressing, you know, those deep waters of emotion that can be chaotic. It's crazy. Okay. Is the friendship with Virgo possible? Thank you. Okay, Cassavel. Is the relationship with Virgo, or is the friendship with Virgo possible? Cassavel and this Virgo person, is it possible? Wow, a little bit more than the friendship. Yeah, you guys see eye to eye. Okay, wait. Alright, so this is a situation that could have been, there was something in the past where you guys felt very connected to one another. Like, if it was just a friendship, I feel like it could have been more than that. But, you know, at least this is saying at one point, don't tell me that. At least this is saying at one point, there was a strong connection to where there was, you know, there was respect, equality, you know, you guys saw eye to eye, you know, it's level. They're looking at each other eye to eye, holding the cups. It's not like there's an imbalance of power, or there's not like somebody who thinks they're better or trying to, like, you know, push or assert some kind of, like, you know, power over another. It seems like you guys had the same goals, likes, dislikes, in a way, you know, not exactly the same perfect, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys were on the same page. And so it could have been that this was only a past thing, you know, that was in the past and it's not now, because we do see the Three of Wands here. He's looking out, you know, into what he's created. So basically he's he's reminiscing. He's remembering the past. You know, he's thinking about how every event and moment has led up to where he is at right now on this mountain. So he's thinking about the past. And he's thinking about how that was a connection there. So there is something to consider with that. You know, it's not telling you that for no reason. It's telling you that was a strong connection. So what happened? You know, can it be resolved? And that's kind of what you're asking, right? So here with the third card, we see Page of Pentacles. So I feel like it's possible, yes, but it's definitely going to take work on both sides, and it's definitely going to have to start over from the top, from the beginning, you know, start all over and work from the bottom up, because there's some issues here that obviously need to be taken care of, and kind of like, you guys need to start over. If you were to be friends again, you would need to start completely over, try to forgive each other for whatever it was, you know, if you can, and if you can't, then, you know, you can't. But I feel like it's definitely possible if you guys put in the work. It's just, you can't always, you know, guarantee that everyone will. Okay, so. But yeah, definitely, it's possible. Okay, so. JP. Thank you, Cassavel. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. Thanks for the like, you guys. I still see we have 34 likes. Can we get a 35, please? Can we try to get a 35th like? Anybody out there who hasn't liked yet, please go ahead and like really quick so we can get that 35. I was hoping to get 40, but maybe we can get 35 for now. Who hasn't liked yet? All right, so let's see here. So, all right. Now we have JP. Hi, dear. I have applications abroad with, or will these applications really bring me to work abroad? Kind of stuck for a long time. Thank you. Let's see what your work situation is looking like in the next days, weeks, months, and years. For JP, what do we see with work-related abroad? What do we see here with work-related abroad for JP? JP. Tell us what we need to know about this work situation, the applications they've sent in to work abroad. What do we need to know about this situation here for JP? The Tower. Okay. If you need to make any certain changes, you need to get some paperwork, get some things together, you know, gather some information, you know, schedule some things, some appointments, whatever it is that you need to take care of, that needs to be taken care of ASAP. You need to not disregard the things that you need to, you know, certain changes that you need to make. Make them now while you have a choice, because soon you will not have a choice. The Tower will come in and try to change it for you. It may be uncomfortable, but it's needed, okay? It's needed for your growth, for your advancement. I do see you as the King of Wands here. So you're going to get what you want out of sheer and pure just, you know, wanting it. Just passion, just desire, you know. You're motivated because you want it so bad. So that's a good thing. You're in a very powerful position here. Standing up straight, you know what you want, you're after it. I don't see why anyone wouldn't give you work with that kind of mindset. Let's see what else we can get here. But of course, you know, these changes need to be made first. Certain changes, I'm sure you know what they are. If not, you should get a reading so we can look further into that, and I'll help you out with that. But most people do know what they need to change, and it's just hard to do that, you know? But if you don't, then we can look into that too. But, alright, so, yeah, very strong position here. Third card here. Two of Pentacles. So I feel like right now it's a little bit undecided. Like, there's a lot of options you could take and you can go down. A lot of ways you could go about this. But here's the deal. I think that, first of all, you need to focus on what you can control, and that is the changes that you need to make to better improve your life situation, whatever that is. Again, you should probably know what these changes are. The Tower. It's going to shake things up, but I do see you in a strong position, an authoritative position, a position of knowing what you want and how to get it. So, right now, I'm not sure why it's so undecided. I feel like that's on their part, obviously, you know, not yours. So there's just a little bit, they're weighing their options between you and someone else, or they're weighing their options between you and, you know, not you. Like, they're just, there's a lot of things that have to go into it, and they haven't decided yet what they want to do with you. But I feel like you obviously have a lot of passion and motivation. So don't change that about your situation, because that's making you look really good. That's making you look really strong, stand up, ready to go. I mean, I don't see again why logically anyone wouldn't give you a shot, you know, but some people aren't reasonable. But yeah, I do see that it's still not really decided, but you do have a lot of potential there. You're looking good, so I would just say keep it up and make the changes you need to make, and you're on your way there. You know, that's all you can really do, is do your best, right? So, but there's something that's undecided about that right now. There's something that's still weighing options about that. So just, you know, be patient, keep at it. And thank you for your question, by the way. All right. So, all right. I'm trying not to skip anyone, okay? So you guys just remind me. Just post your question again if I missed you, okay? You guys, too, if you're just hopping in, you know, new, I am still taking donations. So even though the free list is closed for right now, I am taking donations. So if you really need a reading right now, you can go ahead and donate. And please go ahead and look in the description to find out all that information and how to do that. And I'd love to do a reading for you. Okay, so don't get too bummed out. You know, you can still get a reading if you need one, all right? I'm not completely closed off. But as for the free ones right now, yeah, I want to just, you know, get some of those, get a big chunk of those taken care of, okay? So hope you understand. Thank you. Thanks for being here, you guys. Hopefully we can get that 35th like soon. 35. Come on, 35. You got this. Okay, so thank you. Yeah, you're probably right, Julie. Okay, so let's see. Thank you, Nicole, Shivani, Rishi, and GD. Shivani. GD. Can I expect anything to happen between me and GS, the Virgo, from now till the end of the year? I'm a Taurus. Thank you. Can I expect anything to happen between me and the Virgo from now till the end of the year? Okay, Taurus person and Virgo person. Can this Taurus person expect anything to happen with this Virgo person? Any kind of interaction and connection happening by the end of the year with a Virgo person for Taurus? Well, nice. What is up with this undecided energy that everyone's getting? I got the Two of Pentacles again, but I did get the Star. So I feel like, yeah, there's definitely a lot of good omens to the situation. Like, there's a lot of potential there. Yes, it can definitely take place and happen. You know, and there's actually a lot of hope for that. The Star, you know, there's like, you can actually look forward to that, most likely, is what it's saying to me. You know, when I get the Star as the first card of, is this going to happen? Anything going to happen between me and this person? It's like, yeah, likely. Okay. It's still undecided though what would happen exactly, you know, and if and how and all of the details associated. You know, Virgo is very detailed. So okay, Francine, I'll go ahead and take a look at that really quick. Just give me one sec. So, but here I would say that you guys need to get your priorities straight. Like, you need to figure out what you want with this person, and they do too, because it seems like there is no direction. Like, there is a direction that needs to be taken. There's a way that this needs to go, and it's almost like there isn't a direction. So it's up in the air, and there's no planning, and there's no. It kind of seems like it could fail because of that. You know, like if there is lack of direction, you're not going anywhere really. Like if you don't know the destination, then you know, what are you doing, right? So it's kind of like you guys need to get your priorities straight and figure out, both of you, what you really want with each other, and then go from there. You know, if you just go into it without knowing, not likely to survive. It seems like, you know, it just seems like there's a lot of uncertainty, and it might not ever get off the ground because of that. Okay, so let's see. Alrighty, GD. Okay, JP, Shivani. I have have no one to guide me, which is what brings me here to YouTube readings. Rishi. Oh yes, Francine. Let's see here. Thanks, Francine, for even though you can't, you said that's all you can afford, but thank you for donating. You definitely didn't have to do that when you don't have much. But I appreciate you, and I'm going to try to give you some kind of information here that will be helpful, hopefully. So let's see here. Okay, so what are Go Time's intentions towards me? He ghosted. Will he return? He ghosted. All right, thank you, Francine. So let's see what's going on here. Let's do it. Let's see what's going on here. Tell me about this person that ghosted Francine, and will he return? And what are his intentions toward her? Like, what do we need to know about this person, how they're going to affect her, and how they wish to affect her, whether that's good or bad? We want to know what is in store in his mind, his or her mind, towards Francine here. Temperance. You obviously bring some, well, this could be Sagittarius person. But there is some kind of a harmony that this person's seeking out, and you're obviously something to do with that. Page of Wands, there is action without thinking. It could be an impulsive thing. Could be like, hey, like, want to hang out, booty call type thing, like, not too important to them, like, not a priority, but something of last minute, something that they just need to kind of, like, feel better, but I wouldn't, rely on it too much. Two of Swords, it seems like you're not going to have much communication with the person. Like, you won't really be able to get your word out anyway. Like, when you do communicate with the person, it's kind of about them. It's kind of like you don't really have a space to really say what you need to say or what you want to say. So I would say that it's not something that they're taking as a priority, and if you're wanting to be a priority in someone's life, then don't waste your time. Okay? I mean, they've already ghosted. Yeah, see, death. Drastic changes or endings. So, the lack of being able to express yourself and communicate effectively to where you feel like you can really open up and be you and be heard being you is not there. That's lacking, and that could cause a lot of problems just because like in your own self, you could feel like that sucks, because it does. So that wouldn't be a good situation. That wouldn't be a good relationship that you're going to feel heard in. So I would say that, if this is already happening, you're already feeling like this person isn't giving you what you need, then, I know you probably don't want to hear that, but I'm just saying, to be real with you, it's not something that you should probably, it seems like it's their fun thing, or it's their thing that they really don't take too seriously as how it affects you, and that worries me. So I'm just telling you that I think that you should just kind of focus more on people who will give you the time of day. That's a better decision, because this person is looking for, an escape every now and then, but they're not looking for something serious with you, at least not right now, okay? So that's why you're being ghosted by them. They're fucking an asshole, and they need to be straight up with you instead of being like this. So, for now, I just think that, hopefully for always, but I just think that you could do a lot better than this. You won't really feel like you can say what you need to say with that person, and they won't hear you. So it's not going to be fulfilling to you in that regard, okay? Will he return? Will he return? Ten of Swords. He may return only to hurt you again. And he may not return. And that would hurt you as well. So just know that whatever happens with this person, it's going to hurt. Sorry to say that. But it's going to hurt, and it's not going to be expected, probably. So, I mean, it could be that they come back around again and then tell you they're not going to do it again and then do. You didn't expect that because they're kind of telling you they're not going to do that, right? They're trying to right their wrongs. Or, I mean, I'm not exactly sure what they're going to say, how it's going to play out. But, it would be an unexpected thing. It would be a thing where either they come back and gain your trust again and then hurt you, or they would just hurt you by not coming back, and you wouldn't expect that either. So you're kind of you know, either way, you're kind of caught off guard and hurt a little bit by this person. And I don't think that it's a good option for you. They obviously don't take you that much into consideration, you know, so either way, I see hurt here, and it's probably better off without this, okay? Just my opinion from these cards. So let's see. Should I expect the job offer at Jashanmal? Let's see here. Rishi. And thank you, Francine. Thank you again. Thank you. Okay, so Rishi. Should I accept the job offer? At what is it? Jashanmal. Queen of Cups. It seems like you'd have to take some kind of a caretaking role, or it would be like, even if it's not a caretaking role, it would be like you're kind of caretaking to somebody's, you kind of have to be a caretaker, even if that's not the job. It's like you're like, if you have a boss that's kind of like super emotional, or just like makes it your problem, all of their, you know, things going on in their life, you're kind of like somebody's like caretaker almost. So maybe that's why you are asking if you should take it, because you feel like it's going to be a lot on you or something, kind of more than you're being paid for. So you're kind of having to take care of something or someone. The Four of Cups here, and then the Ace of Cups. So I feel like this is something that you like to do and you love to do, but you sense that there's going to be a lot called upon you, like you're going to be having to like do extra than what you're paid for, or it's not going to be fair to you in some way, or it's going to be emotionally taxing, or some kind of, your sympathy is going to be like all, you know, taken up. Like it's like you've felt enough, and it's going to be compassion fatigue or something, or like it's going to be a lot on you. You're going to have to take care of somebody, and I don't know if anyone is really ready to do that in the way that they might be expecting. But it seems like it's an ideal situation, but the people around might be kind of hard to handle and deal with, and, you know, hard to breathe in the same room with. Like, I just get a feeling of like overbearingness and kind of expecting a lot from you, asking a lot from you, and not necessarily giving you what you deserve for that. But Four of Cups here. What is the Four of Cups here for? I don't really exactly understand what that is trying to say here. There's some kind of closed offness, or somebody not giving or taking any offers. Like, it could have taken them a while to offer this to you, so maybe that's why you're questioning if you should take it finally now. Maybe it was like some kind of a raise that you have been waiting for, and now you're just kind of over it, or, you know, you're not sure if it's worth it. It's taken some time here. Four of Cups, though, there was somebody not really kind of being closed off and not giving or taking any offers. I don't know if it was you or them. But the High Priestess says that you know exactly whatever you're thinking and feeling about it, it's probably spot the fuck on. So if you feel like this is going to be too hard for you to do, then, you know, do what you need to do and what feels right. But I think your intuition's correct. So if you feel like you're hesitant for some reason, you know, take a look at that and listen to what your intuition's telling you, because it's probably right, okay? So really, that's on you, hun. That's really up to you to decide if you should take that job or not. I do feel like it'll be a bit emotionally taxing for you, a bit much to ask of you, but, you know, the field itself or the job itself you seem to love to do, or the environment itself you love being in, or it makes you feel good, but it's just not, it could be a bit much for you to handle, or anybody to handle. Okay. Schlock. What are Vedisha's true feelings for me? And when will we be in a committed relationship? What are Vedisha's true feelings for me? For Schlock. Vedisha's, or what was it? Vedisha's true feelings toward me. Will we be in a committed relationship? Judgment. Okay. There's a lot of, judgment. I think there's, you know, somebody's not sure about someone yet, or somebody's feeling kind of negatively or judging a situation, maybe perhaps wrong, but still judging it. You know, there's a lot of judgment. There's a lot of seriousness here to where it's kind of intimidating, I feel like. For you, it's hard to just kind of be yourself. because you're trying to be whatever they want you to be, or good enough, I guess you could say. 10 of wands. Yeah, somebody's bending over fucking backwards to be enough, and it's just, it may not actually ever be enough. So just don't take it personal if it isn't. This person seems like they have really high standards, and it could be like because their parents or something. I'm feeling like their background is expecting a lot from them, and they kind of like choose for them. It's not really like they just get to freely choose whatever they want. Like, you know, it's kind of like a big deal. Like, you have to have this and that and that and this, and if you don't, it's like you're not good enough, right? So, I mean, it could just be kind of a challenge to even meet the standards of that person. We have the Four of Cups, and another one came out, the Five of Pentacles. Four of Cups, Five of Pentacles. I see this person cutting you off. You'll feel abandoned. Either that or you doing that to them. Four of Cups is somebody, you know, not giving or taking any offers and shutting off completely, blocking you, ghosting you, maybe even, you know, just, or they're not, if not that, they're just not really giving you much. You can't really communicate with them. They're not really giving you much to work with. And so it's difficult to really kind of get through. And at the same time, the Five of Pentacles is all about somebody who, actually, the Five of Pentacles is the original love card of the tarot, but it's abandonment. You know, it's somebody being left out in the cold, again, kind of ghosted, or you know, just the feeling of being rejected, but and left kind of to deal with that on your own. You know, kind of cold from that person. Kind of cold from that person. I feel like maybe you won't be able to measure up ever to what their impossibly incredibly high standards are, or their family's high standards for them to be in a relationship with somebody. I don't really think it's just their choice, you know, free will. I don't think it's really up to them all the way. Okay, Shivani. Shivani, I'm looking for your question here. Okay. Oh, no. See, that's what I'm saying, Shivani. Sometimes you'll post the question. I know I told you guys to, but can you just post it again? Because I'm going up here, and the last thing I can see is Nicole saying, "Hi, Shoni, and Salin list is closed." Under that, there's Shaylee, then there's you saying you posted the question. But as far as I'm able to see, I'm not able to get to it. So please repost your question if you can. Come on, who hasn't liked yet? Can we get a 35th like? Can we get a 35th like, you guys? Anyone out there who has a heart and wants to like things? Like this video if you haven't already. It takes a second to do that, and it helps me out so much. Come on, 35. We can do this, guys. 35. Who's it gonna be? Come on, are we gonna do it? Someone hasn't liked. We're gonna get 40 by the time this is done. I hope. I hope so. That's a goal. It's $7.77 for a 10-card reading. Emperor Tarot. Do you do readings too? Shivani, my partner is Leo and I Taurus. Well, my partner Leo and I Oh, got you. Thank you. Thank you, Nicole. Shivani. I like that name. Okay. Will my partner Leo and I, Taurus, come together in the future? Will they talk to me, and how much time will it take before that happens? I think is what you're asking, right? What do we see in the future between these two? Yeah, a lot of people have been getting this tonight. 4 cups. So, hard to reach. Again, may not be able to reach that person in the future. Yeah, there was a betrayal here. Betrayal of trust in some way. You didn't expect it. And it could even just be that them not coming towards you and just not talking to you is how you feel betrayed by them. But there could have been some other event that happened as well. So I would say that that's not something to look forward to, that being a positive thing. And the third here is Temperance. So what's cool though is that Temperance is a very positive card. That's the Sagittarius card. If that applies, apply it. If it's not a Sag in your life, don't apply it. But it could be a Sag, but also the Temperance card is talking about harmony. So even though you've experienced this, I feel like you will come out of it. You'll probably find somebody better, because the 4 of Cups here and the 10 of Swords is like, person fucked you over, and it's probably not harmonious right now because of that, but it will be. So I feel like that's really not, unless, you know, I don't feel like that's a good situation, but I mean, unless the person wanted to come, we're human, right? If they apologize and they're genuine. I don't see that happening though, because the 4 of Cups is all about somebody being closed off and not giving or taking any offers, just kind of closing off completely, and it's hard to communicate with them if you can at all. So I mean, I feel like there's not much hope in that situation because of that. We don't see much communication coming from that person. And then the 10 of Swords, they might even come and screw you over again, but the thing is, I don't really see that happening because of the 4 of Cups there. Doesn't seem like there's going to be much from that person at all, so that could be hurtful as well, and that could be the 10 of Swords, what that's representing too. But overall, I feel like you'll find somebody a lot better, and, you know, who will bring more harmony to your life than this person hasn't. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's hope there, but not with this person. But that's just right now, you know, that could always change if that person wanted to come through and actually be a good person and, you know, be there for you, great. But as of right now, it doesn't seem the case, okay? But it does seem like there is somebody who's better for you out there. So I would start, like, keeping my options open for that and seeming more approachable for that, so that you don't, like, miss that opportunity, you know? There's a lot better relationships out there for you, is what I'm saying, than this. You know, a lot more harmonious, a lot more happiness that they can bring to your life, instead of, you know, this person not bringing happiness at all. Bringing the opposite. Okay. Yes, thank you, Nicole. And thanks for being here, Nicole, through the whole thing. I really do appreciate it. It helps me so much. Seriously, it really does. So thanks for doing that and taking that on. I appreciate you. So yeah, this is the last chance for anyone who's on the free list. Please post your questions now, because I'm going to be heading out of here soon once we get these done. If anyone donates, of course, we'll go ahead and jump right to those first. Well, if anyone else donates, I should say. And thank you, everyone who donated, too. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. If we could get that 35th like, I would be a lot happier, but... I don't think so, Shaylee. Just because, you know, it's... Yeah, I don't want to say yes and disappoint. But, maybe we should do this again tomorrow, and then you can be here earlier. I'll schedule the live stream tomorrow so that you guys can see what time it is and everything, so you can, like, be there and it's not going to interfere with anything, hopefully. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I just kind of want to, make sure I get these done first, and then. But yeah, tomorrow. Let's do that tomorrow. Let's schedule tomorrow, okay? For any more of these, okay? And thank you, Shaylee. Thank you for being here. Hi, Monica. Manzu. Manzu liked. Oh, thanks. Thank you for liking. Okay, future spouse reading. The thing about this question that whenever I get it, I don't know. Okay, so you're asking you want to know about your future spouse, but you don't know if you're going to have a future spouse. I like to keep it realistic, so I'm just saying to you that I'll look into your future relationships. I don't know for sure if you're ever going to have a future spouse, so I can't really ask that question yet. But we can see if that comes out right now for sure. So let's see what we get with this. Future relationships, anything serious, any kind of marriage that we see happening for this person, anything we need to know about their future relationships, anything for them to keep in mind to improve their future relationships, to have the best chance of success and happiness and love and all of that. What do we see in the future for Manzu relationship-wise? King of Pentacles, stability, okay, somebody with money, or you'll have stability and money. Judgment, use your better judgment always, right? You could have a few there that could be kind of bad options that you would want to go for. So try to just, be reasonable with yourself on, if somebody's a good option or not for you. Like, be realistic if you can. It's not always the easiest thing when it comes to emotions and feelings and attachments and all that, but King of Pentacles. So I feel like you're in a position of stability for sure. So like, don't settle. Don't like like you don't need to. I guess what I'm trying to say is you don't need anyone really. You can take care of yourself, is what it seems like. So don't disregard that. You don't need somebody who's not good for you, right? So if somebody's good for you, great. But you do have a choice. So this is up to you to make that choice and know what your worth is, right? So I see you in a good stable position for sure. And the Five of Wands, it seems like there's bickering. Like I said, you could have some suitors that you want to go for that aren't really good options for you, and you may want to go towards them anyway. So try to use your better judgment with that. It's almost like a warning. It's almost saying, you have what you need, and you need to use your better judgment on what you think you want, because this person and you, or these people, there's clash, there's arguments, there's tension, there's bickering, there's ego battles, it's like just kind of pointless fighting that is really about nothing but our own ego battles, so it seems like you might waste a little bit of time with some people in your future, but try to just use your better judgment. There is all I could really say about that. You could have some arguments and some tension with some people, some relationships that you get into. I don't see a spouse necessarily. What I do see is that you need to use your better judgment on your relationships. If you'd like a spouse that's good for you, then, you need to really consider the people that you actually give a chance to be in a relationship with you. Okay? Okay, well, I'm going to take that. Okay, so if we don't have any more donations, I'm going to go ahead and close down. But I thank you guys for coming and asking your questions, and for donating, and for participating and liking. We got 35! Woo! All right, I'm good with that. Okay. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to schedule it so that you guys can all be there, hopefully. And we can do this again. And thank you, Nicole. I appreciate you so much. All right, you guys. Thank you. Have a great night. See you later.